on in the live. We are here to study a story, A Devoted Son, written by Anita Desai, an Indian writer. We'll be talking about A Devoted Son, including the writer as well. Join the live. Please subscribe the channels, share, and click on the bell icon so that you will get my every video's notifications on your screen. So about author of A Devoted Son story, Anita Desai. Anita Desai, original name Anita Majumdar, is an Indian novelist, short story writer, and the writer of children's books. As a biracial child born to a German mother and Indian father, Desai was exposed to German, Hindi, and English language from her childhood. She was the combo child. Her mother belongs to the German and father from the India. That's why she has been said biracial child who equipped with the multiple languages like German, Hindi, and English as well. And after completing her BA from the University of Delhi, Desai began to publish her stories and novels. She has written many novels and stories, and some of the famous novels of her are her novels Cry, The Peacock, published in 1963, Where Shall We Go This Summer, published in 1975, Fire on the Mountain, 1977, and let me inform you that Fire on the Mountain is the most famous novels among the others because these novels let her receive the Sahitya Academy Award for the first time. Another Clear Light of the Day, In Custody. In Custody is also another famous novel of her. There was even In Custody, it was adapted into a film in 1993 too. And another, so many you can see on the screens and go on the studies. So many writings are there, so many novels which she wrote and got the fame. Journey to the Ithaca 1995, Feasting 1999, and Zigzag Way 2004 received a mixed response from the readers. The readers liked her each and every novels wrote by her. And among the all, I told you, Fire on the Mountain was the first to let her receive the Sahitya Academy Award. And she published several volumes of short stories, including Games at Twilight and Other Stories in 1978, Diamond Dust and Other Stories in 2000, and two of her children's books, The Village and the Sea in 1982, and The Artist of Disappearance 2011 became popular among Indian children's. A Devoted Son is extracted from her collections of stories, The Complete Short Stories. It is a book name, and A Devoted Son written by Anita Desai, extracted from The Complete Short Story. Let's talk about the casting characters of this story. Rakesh, the main character, devoted son, a responsible doctor as well. Veera, Rakesh's wife, uneducated village girl. Mr. Burma, Rakesh's father, kerosene seller, hardworking, happy with his son's progress. Burma's wife of Mr. Burma, a normal housewife. Mr. Bhatia, next door neighbor and best friend of Mr. Burma, who shares his joy and sorrow with him. So there are 5 characters, and the main leading characters you can see is of this story, A Devoted Son itself. Devoted Son is there, and the Devoted Son role is presented by the Rakesh in this story. Let's have a look on the summary of the story. A Devoted Son is a realistic narrative set in an Indian town about a middle class Indian family. It is based on the reality, maybe, and it is realistic narrative set. It is set in India. It is the story of a middle class Indian family. The tale demonstrates how parents value their children's ambitions and how a son should honor his parents, which is Rakesh. A loyal son is mentioned in the story title, A Devoted Son, and the storyline focuses on him. The title, A Devoted Son, focuses on the honor shows towards his family by him. And even this story reflects the parents' cares and the values they had provided to their children's ambitions. So Burma's father used to be a salesperson for the vegetables. It means Rakesh's grandfather was the vegetable seller. So that's why his father, his own father, Burma, was involved in involved in his grandfather's business of vegetables. That's why he didn't get enough time for his educations. So the reason his father, Burma, remained uneducated and he visioned to make his son, Rakesh, educated and a well-devoted son, well-devoted person. So he did not get any educations, I told you, so he had high ambitions towards his son, Rakesh. The narrative begins with the good news that he passed his medical test, which was published in the newspaper. At the morning times, all the neighbors and the parents came to know about his result published in the newspapers, and it shows the highest rank. He has passed the medical test with the highest rank in the country, which was the very gladful moment for his families as well as his neighbors too. And his neighbors followed by a family gatherings. They organized the party at Rakesh home. They provided the different sort of the presents, blessings to the Rakis, and it was the first time such celebration was done in the Rakish families because only one, the Rakish was the one who had got the educations or been educations for the first time in his generation. He lives when he is offered the opportunities to continue his education in the United States. Later, he lives in the United States when he received the offers to study or to continue his further study in the United States. Mr. Burma is proud of his son since he did well in the exam. And definitely, it's a dream for every parent to send their children in America, United States for their educations and their career. And Mr. Burma, he felt so. Although some people say that he will forget about his past and become egoistic, it was their just allegations because Mr. Burma was very sure on his son, believing his son very much, and his son even stood on his father believed. Despite being offered a job at one of America's most prominent hospitals, Rakesh declines because he wants to help his parents and his nation. Rakesh enjoys his time in America, but his family comes first. He had been living very sophisticated life in America, as America was sophisticated, disciplined, career building place. Rakesh denied those all luxuries and he gave first priority to his family and decided to return back. He still longs to return to his homeland. When he gets enough experience and money, he returns to his hometown and starts a clinic shop. His parents were dissatisfied with him because it's every parent's dream to send their children in the Americas for making their careers and for their studies. But he, means Rakesh, had declined all those sophisticated, luxurious lives in the Americas and returned back to the home countries and started living by opening a clinic in his hometown, which made his parents feel dissatisfactions with his decision. They are perplexed, they are confused by his wish to return home and discard what he has accomplished. Rakesh returns from the United States and marries a low educated woman from the rural South. There is fairly strong evidence of a familial feud here. Unfortunately, his mother passes away, and as a consequence, his father suffers from severe depression. Rakesh is unable to dedicate enough time to his father now that he has his own family. Soon later, his father becomes very ill due to the depressions. He was gone in the depressions because of his wife demise. He tells his wife Veera to provide him with medicines and food at the proper times in order to care for his ill father. He couldn't provide sufficient time to his father. That's why he said his wife Veera to take care of his father with the medicines and the food at the proper times. Despite Rakesh's restrictions, and Rakesh was a doctor, that's why he had restricted some of the foods to his father, and his father tries to bribe Rakesh's kid with sweets. Rakesh's kid, it means the grandson of Burma. He tried to bribe his grandsons with the sweets instead of getting something to eat. Rakesh is worried about his son's untrustworthiness, and his father bemoans his inabilities to eat enough and eat according to his desires. So their relationship deteriorates, but he develops a stronger bond with his fathers when he found his own son is getting bribed from his fathers, and his father is eating according to his desires, which is not supporting for his health recovery. So that's why later Rakesh he himself started developing a strong relationship, a strong bonding with his fathers, and at last we are shown the Mr. Burma, who is extremely worried by his son's behaviors for not letting him eat what he wants and begs to die rather than eating the tonics and the medicines that his son brings for him, helped him especially to recover very fast and soon. And when he got the recovers, both of them started living happily. Even his families, like his families, Veena and his son joined that happiness together, and there was happy full endings at the end. So from these stories, what we understand is how devoted son Rakesh is. Every son's desire, or every person's they want to stay in America, as America is the dream country for all the people. When the people or the persons or any parents send their children to the Americas, they want their children to settle there in the luxurious lives with earning the fine money. But the Rakesh, he declined, he denied the old sophisticated life of the America's luxuries, and he chose his own country, his own hometown, and his family's first. He gave first priority to his family, and he returned back, leaving those all luxuries of America, United States, and returned uh, and stayed with his families by opening a clinic in his hometown. He started helping by his medical service to his neighbors, his own families. He could help his families, his father as well. Till the end of this story, we understood how devotedly he had been uh, helping, treating his father, supporting his family. So every parent's dreams such a son. such a happyful and devoted children in their family. So this was for today. Thank you everyone. Thank you for your presence. Hope you guys definitely understand this, and if you have any questions regarding this, you can drop in the comment. See you next time with the new videos on the new topics of grade 11s or grade 12s on the any. And please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Please subscribe the channels, share, like, and click on the bell icon so that you will get my every videos notifications on your screen. Thank you. Have a good day to all.